Admit! There's a smaller than a normal size.
Like a midget?
Yeah.
Hey, I see him. I got him, Charles, don't worry.
We ain't having spaghetti tonight, Mom.
Hasta la vista, baby. Gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, the talking balaclava that enjoys eating baklava. We're going over a very interesting weapon platform, and that is going to be the MASS 26. Gentlemen, I know you're on the toilet, I know you're watching this, drinking your coffee, eating your beer. Make sure you like and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. I actually love those comments. I thoroughly enjoy them. They give me life in my darkness. But anyway, support the channel, Patreon, and merchandise.
Gentlemen, before we go any further, we of course have to thank the sponsors for this video. Sponsors such as LAS Concealment, creating high quality pieces of kydex that carry life-saving equipment. I'm a big believer in everyday carry, and I think it is one of the most important things you can do, so why not equip yourself with a high quality piece of material that carries that tool. We also have to thank Lancer Tactical and Airsoft Company. It's no secret that I'm an airsoft nerd on this channel, and given any chance that I get, I will happily show off airsoft toys, so go check them out. As much as I want to keep the airsoft gun they sent me, I'm gonna have to absolutely give it away to the Patreon. I want those guys to get out there and get playing as well and having a good time, so if I can help them out, then by all means I shall. And we also have to thank XS Sights. Making iron sights of all variety, XS Sights is another option for you on the market when it comes to backup irons. I do believe we live in a world of red dot and magnification, but irons still have their place on your fighting tools. So go check out XS Sights. Let all the companies know that I sent you, and I appreciate them greatly for supporting the Administrative Results channel.
I was given this opportunity to go over this weapon platform by Illumined Arms, so big thank you to those guys for coming out, taking the time to spend with me and my big chimp self. It is a very cool opportunity. Go check them out if you get the chance. I couldn't pass up this opportunity to look at the MASS 26. Right. One thing we gotta realize about the MASS 26 is that you don't really see them a lot. And I think there's a reason for that. And I quickly became apparent of why these aren't as popular as maybe YouTube or video games or whatever pop culture reference makes them out to be. I had issues with them off the get-go, just using it. And to be clear and to be fair, I'm a dude on the internet that wears a balaclava, so take everything I do and say with a grain of salt. So maybe you were out there somewhere in the ether and you had a great experience with the MASS 26 or the M26, whatever you want to call it, and you may say, hey dude, you're actually being a big monkey, you have no idea. So hey, I'll own that. But for me personally, just kind of jumping into it quick, I thought it'd be really simple. Really, it's a shotgun. Now to be clear, I was trying to use classic like big box mags. So we ended up going with a more practical, what is it, like the 5-rounder? Yeah, I think it's the 5-rounder, a shotgun mag, which actually works out. I think it looks a little bit more on brand with it. And keep in mind, how these are typically used is more for a breaching configuration. But I think with pop culture and video games, they end up being more like your secondary attachment weapon, which it's not going against the rules of like physics, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It feels very aggro. Like I feel pretty baller when I got this on the lower of a rifle. You got a freaking shotgun, a 12-gauge shotgun attached to you. I can't hate it, and it gives me Predator vibes when Billy's on the bridge and he's like, you know what, I don't need this rifle anymore. And he goes to his machete. It feels like that. I feel like I can take on a Predator before probably getting disemboweled. Anyway, so to go over this with me, I didn't share this experience alone. Charles, please get onto the channel here.
Hey.
Charles, thanks for coming on. Always good to have you.
Yeah.
We had really good, interesting philosophy talks earlier.
Yeah, we did.
And I didn't realize you were so well endowed with knowledge.
Yeah, you're not the first person to say that first or second portion. But yeah, we had some interesting conversations. We even dabbled in theology
Yes,
a
yes.
bit, which I thought was really great.
Getting down to, you know, why we are here.
Oh, why were you here? Are we talking, we're gonna go over the guns or the traditional values that brought us together?
We're going for a ride. So Charles, you ran the shortened down version. You want to tell me
did.
about that, how that experience was?
Oh, this isn't something you're gonna run for an extended period of time. As you can see, I mean, it's shorter than me in many ways. As a self-defense weapon, for whatever reason, if you're not breaching or duck hunting or a sad musician, then it's cool, it's fun for the first 2 rounds. After that,
How was your experience firing a one hand?
yeah, it was great for the first 2 rounds. After
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
no, it was no longer fun.
In theory, it's kind of like has a purpose and a place if you needed to breach something or open up a door. That's something that gets often overlooked by, I think, gun guys, because there are certain tools that it is the convenience factor that we can't get this. So it's like, all right, if you had an obstacle in your way, how are you gonna go about getting that? A lot of guys don't carry breaching kits. A lot of guys don't carry lock picking kits for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of this too. I don't have any of this. So
Yeah, no, that's very true. It's a tool, right? And a tool has a purpose. And
Right.
if you're outside of that purpose, it may not be as useful or fun for you.
No.
If you're within those parameters, then yeah, cool, go for it. It'll probably work. 2-2-4-2-2 drill, 7 yards.
Is the shooter ready?
Yes, sir.
Stand by. Solid. Looking at 281.
281.
281.
Haley's way faster.
Gotta get better, Charles. Now, this is actually kind of baller. I wouldn't mind having this like just tucked in your kit.
Oh yeah,
I
like
mean-
if for some reason you decided not to carry a pistol.
Well, I mean, I'd carry a pistol, but if you had to like actually do some breaching, just like, all right, sick, here we go.
Oh,
I got
yeah,
it.
for sure.
I got it, boys. You boop. do your
You're a
thing.
one-man stack at that point.
Yeah, boof. We don't have any slugs out here today, sadly, but I think that's just to save our hands because this thing actually did rock my world. I'll show you guys again how much fun it was to shoot one-handed. Let me put some eyes and ears on. All right, so we'll shoot it one-handed for you real quick. Just watch me suffer in my pain and just keep an eye on that spread. I'm gonna aim pretty low to not send it actually over the berm because the barrel is like, that's probably like the end of my shotgun round. Oh, yeah. That definitely racks your hand pretty good. And it is, it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant, but it's doable. It's doable if you're a man. Everyone thinks of the underbarrel, force multiplier. We think of the big flex, the M203 grenade launcher, the 40mm, which I honestly would rather have this mounted in my gun as a force multiplier than a shotgun. But I think actually getting a shotgun like the M26 mounted to the bottom of your gun would be a lot easier than acquiring HE rounds and an M203. So at least there's that going for you, right?
Yeah, it depends on who you know, but that's
a
definitely
good
the case
point,
in
yeah.
most instances.
Yeah, it's usually who you know what you know.
Yeah.
Pretty hard and fast look at the gun. It's not like I'm gonna say that I have thousands of rounds on it. I don't. One thing I often think of, and I'm sure you're out there thinking of this, but video games. Like Battlefield 3, I wanna say, had this as a mounting option, and it was like actually pretty meta from what I recall. Like you could switch over to your M26 underbarrel shotgun if you had to as one of the attachments. You could do some work on people coming into your personal bubble. So that's a quick little look at the M26. I thought it'd be a fun video. I couldn't resist. The gamer nerd in me could not resist going over that style, or at least this weapon. And I had to show it off. It's one of those things. It's what we do at the channel. If you're also wondering, hey, where's Grantham at? You're at his range. He's a busy man and he's far too important for the plebeian that I am. We love him, but he couldn't be here today, so he let us still borrow the range. So big thank you. Go check out Honored Research. I will happily support my friends in that aspect.
Definitely. Keep me employed. And cut.
Unless you're a polygamist. I guess it makes sense.
Dad advice. Do you do dad advice?
Nah, it's your guys' thing.